Hello, good morning, students. Welcome in my today's class through online teaching. In today's class, we will analyze the poem O Captain, My Captain, written by Walt Whitman, who was a famous American poet. And this poem is an elegy and it was inspired by the death of Abraham Lincoln, who was 16th President of the United States. So, students, let's start the poem. O Captain, my Captain. O Captain, my Captain, our fearful trip is done. The poet addresses Captain. Captain means Captain, my Captain. It means the chief leader. And O Captain here used for Abraham Lincoln. Our fearful trip is done. Is done, it means has been completed. Our fearful trip of war has been completed. The ship has weathered every wreck. The ship has weathered every wreck. The ship is used for America nation has weathered every wreck. It means the ship has come safely through all storms. Symbolically, it means that Abraham Lincoln has successfully solved all the problem of the Civil War. The prize we sought is won. The prize we sought is won. The prize, it means the victory. Victory in Civil War. The port is near. Port, it means destination. And bells I hear, the people all exulting. The bells I hear. Bells means the ringing of the bells to mark victory. Exulting means rejoicing. While follow eyes the steady keel, the vessel grim and daring. While follow eyes the steady keel, the vessel grim and daring. Keel. Keel means lowest timber, lowest or we can say lowest iron on which ship's framework is built. Vessel. Vessel means ship. Grim and daring. Grim means stern or hard. Daring means fearless or brave. But oh heart, 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 oh the bleeding drops of red. But oh heart, 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 oh the bleeding drops of red, where on the deck my captain lies, fallen cold and dead. Bleeding drops of red, it means drops of blood. Drops of blood, where on the deck my captain lies. Deck means platform in ship. A platform in ship. My captain refers to Abraham Lincoln, whom Walt Whitman calls my captain. Fallen cold and dead. Cold, it means lifeless or we can say dead. So students, we know that this elegy was written on the murder of Abraham Lincoln, who was the 16th President of the USA, and Walt Whitman was a great admirer of Lincoln, who is a famous who was famous for preservation of the Union and abolition of slavery. Whitman is considered to be the greatest poet of America. The poet had gone to New Orleans where he saw from close quarters the victories of slavery. In this stanza, there is an imagery of a ship. which was steered by Abraham Lincoln as its captain. In this poem, in these opening lines, we find a beautiful imagery of a ship which was steered by Abraham Lincoln as its captain. In this poem, in these lines, the poet describes Lincoln as a great and beloved captain who, after steering the vessel, lies dead and cold on the deck. Who lies dead and cold in the platform of the ship. The ship is the American nation, which was led by President Lincoln through thick and thin to triumphant victory and glory. Lincoln gave victory to the nation. So students, now we will explain the second stanza of the poem, O Captain, My Captain. So let's start. O Captain, my Captain, rise up and hear the bells. Rise up, for you the flag is flung, for you the bugle trills, for you bouquets and ribbon wreaths, for you the shores are crowding, for you they call the swaying mass, their eager faces turning. Here, Captain, dear father, this arm beneath your head, it is some dream that on the deck you have fallen cold and dead. In these lines, we find that the grief of the poet gains momentum. The poet urges the captain here, Abraham Lincoln, who has died. So the poet urges to the captain to get up. So he calls in these lines, rise up and hear the bells. He says to captain to rise up and hear the bells. The flag of victory has been hoisted for Lincoln. The bugles are trilled for him. The people have gathered in a very large number with garlands and bouquet to honor President Lincoln. Till now, Whitman had addressed Lincoln as captain, but now he uses a more intimate and affectionate title, Dear Father. He addresses Lincoln as Dear Father. Again, we have an expression of sad irony of life in the fact that the swaying mass on the shores, their eager faces turning, are there to great Lincoln who lies cold and dead on the ship. They wants to see Captain, but he is dead. Whitman would like to have the episode of Lincoln's murder in a dream bird. He would very much like Lincoln to live. We know that the captain here is President Lincoln, who was the 16th President of the United States, and he was killed in Civil War, after Civil War. The poem is a public expression of the poet's sorrow on Lincoln's death, and the elegy has a great deal of emotions. In these lines, the poet has used bells, hoisting of flag, trilling of the bugle, bouquet and ribbon wreaths to mark the victory brought about by the leadership of Lincoln. At once celebrating the safe and successful return of the ship and mourning the loss of its great leader, in the first stanza, poet expresses his relief that the ship has reached its home port, and he describes hearing people cheering. Despite the celebration on land and the successful boys, the peoples are gathered here to celebrate the successful boys and to celebrate the victory. And the speaker reveals that his captain's dead body is lying on the deck. Next, the poet says that to in the next line, the poet says to his captain to rise up and hear the bells. Everyone adored the captain, and the speaker admits that his death feels like a horrible dream. So the poet requests to the captain to rise again. So students, this is all about the poem O Captain, My Captain. This poem has 3 stanzas and the rhyme scheme of the poem is A A V V C D E D. Rhyme scheme of the poem is A A V V C D and E D. And this is a metaphor poem written by Walt Whitman, who was a famous American poet, and this poem was written in 1865 after the Civil War, and the Civil War was lasted from 1861 to 1865, and this elegy is about the death of Abraham Lincoln, who was the President of the United States. Walt Whitman wrote 4 poems on his death. This poem utilizes a rhyming scheme and it has a song-like flow. In this poem, we find a simple metaphor that of the ship of a stage. We find a simple metaphor in this poem, and the metaphor is the ship of a state. These elements are likely what made the poem initially popular and well received, and it was considered one of the greatest American poems through World War II. In this poem, United States is considered as a ship and Abraham Lincoln as the captain of this nation. By the second stanza, Lincoln has become America's dear father, as his death is revealed in the second stanza. Whitman invokes religious imagery. My captain does not answer, his lips are pale and still. My father does not feel my arm, he has no pulse nor will. The ship is anchored safe and sound, its voyage closed and done. From fearful trip, the victor ship comes in with object won. Exult, O shores, and ring, O whales, but I with mournful tread walk the deck my captain lies, fallen cold and dead. These are the concluding lines of the poem O Captain, My Captain. And in these lines, the poet Walt Whitman wants to say that my captain, who is captain here? Abraham Lincoln is captain here, to whom the poet says, my captain, whole nation's captain. My captain is not answering me. His lips are pale and unmoving. My father, in next line, the poet addresses Abraham Lincoln as his father, and the word my father shows intimate relationship between the poet himself and Abraham Lincoln. Once again, the poet addresses Abraham Lincoln as his father. He says that my father does not feel my arm beneath his head, since he has no pulse and consciousness. The ship has anchored safely and its journey is over. After this hard journey, the victorious ship has returned with its prize. Poet says, let the crowd celebrate the victory. The bell rings. Meanwhile, the poet slowly and sadly walk across the deck where my captain is lying cold and dead. Throughout the, throughout the speaker dramatizes painfully the close relationship between loss and victory. The celebration of the Union's triumph is reframed by the reminder that the country has paid a big price. The poet seems to argue that loss and victory are closely linked in all wartime settings, where victory always requires the sacrifices of human life. The speaker must reconcile his personal grief for Lincoln, whom he regards as his father, with the wider grief and joy of the nation.